Wowski, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing all right. Happy Tuesday. Thursday. Thursday. What I was thinking was after the show, I'm meeting Whitney over at a place called Happy Taco. And so for a split second there, I thought it was Tuesday, but it's Thursday. And as you see, I've lost my mind because I completely shaved my beard off. I got into a fight with my shaver last night. I was just trying to trim the old thing. I had a big beard going, man. It's been a long time in the making, but tried to do the old trim. As you can see, here's where we are. One thing led to the next. If I said on the breakfast show, if you were there this morning, that was the tweet that I put out last night. Instant regret. Sorry. All right, it's hair. It'll grow back. My beard, thankfully, grows extremely fast. So I'm not worried about it. It's a nice little cleansing of the face. It's been a long time in the making. I don't even remember the last time I had a clean shaven face. I know. I've stolen Jay Chain's show, hijacked his voice. This is actually a voice emulator. I used AI. So for whatever reason, the AI generator wouldn't generate the beard. It just put this baby face in there. So you guys are funny with the baby chains. I like that. Real funny. So if you like that, if you like the fact that I shaved my face for you, for the content, I didn't do it for you. I didn't do it for the content, but we'll say it. Smash the like. If you're watching on YouTube, smash the like. And if you guys are watching on X, go ahead and hit the heart. It's really easy. About halfway through, I'll show you guys. We'll do our little demo. I do a little demo. I'll show you how to do it. I don't have my phone on me, though, so I'll have to get it at some point. But so the whole idea is we're just going to have a good time today. We'll go through some articles. We'll go through some numbers. I tell you what, man, crypto is ripping today. Holy moly. We should have allocated the rest of our portfolio. We should have done it. However, I am a firm believer in that things will come back down to earth. Shout out to the chat, Mr. Dude. Shout out. We got Mike, the Modern Canadian, Blocky. We got Mike Lowry. What's up, everybody? Dude, I love the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat is active. Every now and then I get a little post that comes in across from X. That's where it looks like Mr. Dude popped in there first, and then we got him in the YouTube. There we go. That's where you guys need to do. Because listen, in a little while, here, you know what? Let's just get this thing rolling right now. I'm going to put up a poll over on the YouTube live stream, right? The whole goal is to get you guys over there to vote on this poll. And the question is going to be centered around the beard. Should I continue to shave? Because now there is caveats on this question. It was brought up in the show this morning that there may be some correlation to the bull run kicking off and me shaving my beard. So with that being said, are we superstitious? Do we think that could be the case? Should I continue to shave as long as the numbers pump? Was that beard the sacrifice that we needed to the crypto gods? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I will let you guys be the judge of that. So I'm going to put up a poll over on the YouTube. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let me get my keyboard. Should I keep shaving the beard as long as crypto pumps? I had to put a little thing in there. Did I use too many words? Yep. All right, here we go. Let's start that poll. That thing is up over there on the YouTube channel, guys. So if you feel obliged, if you feel like being a peach, if you feel like voting on that, go ahead, hop onto the YouTube. And while you're there, smash the like, make sure you subscribe, do all the things, hit the noti bell. Recorded a couple videos today. They're start coming out doing like some project reviews. The first one will be Sui. Let's see, what did I record today? Sui, VeChain, and Ondo. So those will be the first three that I do. So plan on that. Plan on that coming out pretty soon. So you're going to want to subscribe, hit the noti, and the things, whatever else you need to do, like this video. All right, let's get into our news for the day. The first thing that I want to talk about And I'm sure a lot of people saw this morning. But Trump was in a burger bar, crypto bar in New York City in Manhattan, place called Pub Key, and he bought some burgers and paid some tabs, I think, with Bitcoin. I'm fairly confident that the transaction still has not settled, and so that is something that I'm kidding. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, but I think it was either as of last night or this morning. Even there was something that happened with the transaction. It actually hadn't gone through, and then like they were kind of like fumbling around and made it look like it went through or something. I have no idea. All I know is that was a great moment in time. That was the first time, regardless of what you think, regardless of what happened, I certainly would never, ever, ever at this particular moment, especially at this particular moment, because the bull run hasn't even we haven't gone into parabolic phase yet. So there's no point in starting to spend your crypto on goods and services yet, right? When you're a jillionaire, sure, go for it. But right now, now's not the time. You got to make sure. And listen, I get pulling profits. There is no shame in that game. That's the only way to win, is to pull profits. But what I'm telling you is that the land of opportunity is right on the other side. So hold tight, young grasshoppers. But it is cool. So again, regardless of what you think about all this, regardless of what you think about Trump, regardless of what you think about any of that, very cool that a president, he's a former president, highly likely that he will be nominated again to be the 47th president of the United States. So pretty cool that a crypto transaction, a public crypto transaction by a president. It's the first one that we know of. Like to see that. So shout out to the folks that made that happen. Now, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see these guys here. One of them looks sharp. One of them looks sharp. He's got the suit. He's got the lapel pin. You got Anthony Pompliano back here in the background. You guys can see that, hopefully. Yep, there he is. Anthony Pompliano. There he is with the Trump. And then you got this guy with the beefsteak hat or whatever that is. Great representation for crypto. I love the Satoshi hat. We commonly see Jack Dorsey wearing the Satoshi hat. I think AJ might have it as well. So very cool. Kind of a cool thing. Shout, man, you guys are cruising in the chat. Yeah, may have. You never know. Yeah, you like that? Well, I guess it's this side right here. Oh, guys. Yeah. The pizza sign. We got the pizza sign on the new set. Big fan of this thing. I am very, very happy with how everything turned out. So smash the like if you like the pizza sign. If you like pizza, if you just like pizza, all you got to do is smash the like, hit the heart, do the things. All right. The next article we're looking at right here. BlackRock reveals it's quietly preparing for a $35 trillion Federal Reserve dollar crisis, with Bitcoin predicted to spark a sudden price boom. That to me is a insane article. We're not really going to go into a whole lot of this. Bitcoin suddenly surged. We know that thing ripped today. It was the 50 basis points yesterday was massive. Now as fears swirl, the US dollar is on the verge of a total collapse. The world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, has warned of growing concerns around the spiraling $35 trillion US debt pile that's predicted to drive institutional interest in Bitcoin. Here we go. Here's the quote that we wanted to hear from BlackRock. This is from their chief investment officer of the ETFs. The growing concerns in the U.S. and abroad over the state U.S. federal deficits and debt have increased the appeal of potential alternative reserve assets as a potential hedge against possible futures events affecting the U.S. dollar. They are setting the stage. I mean, this is something we talk about. Definitely, we've talked about a lot of it on Ben's show, and a lot of other people are talking about it. I mean, the writing is on the wall when you look at reserve currencies, the amount of time that they're around, the amount of time that you have. It's typically 92 years, I think, is the average, somewhere in that regard. And I think we're like in the 130s, something like that. So anyway. Chains stopping my space tonight at 8. Me, Greg, and possibly Carrie. Hell yeah, y'all! I'll be there. I saw the thing on that. I will make sure that the reminder is set and then put that on my calendar. I don't want to miss that. So I'm definitely going to check that show out. Appreciate you dropping that. If you want, DM me on Twitter if you can, and shoot me the link to that. And this way, I will make sure that I've got the reminder set. But I will not miss that. All right, let me hop back on over to the article, y'all. What do you have here? This is a Bloomberg quote. This is why we have some Bitcoin, the Second Amendment of money. The dynamic appears to be also taking hold in other countries where debt accumulation has been significant. And this is from the author of the BlackRock paper. Added in their experience with clients to date, this explains a substantial portion of the recent broadening institutional interest in Bitcoin. This is, we know where this is all going, guys. Bitcoin's going to the moon. Pack your fucking bags. Let's freaking go. We're going to the moon. We're going real soon. That's like I think I had tweeted that like a number of months ago, and we all shared a laugh on that, I think, in the Web3 Breakfast Club, because there was a Miss Rachel, I'm pretty sure it's a Miss Rachel song, and there was a video. I remember one morning, I was walking down the stairs going to get something, and I was going to head out to the studio, and it was, we're going on a rocket ship, we're going real soon, we're going on a rocket ship, we're going to the moon, something like that, right? And it was the perfect song for where we're going in this crypto ecosystem in the next several months, man. I can't wait. I hope you guys are excited. So pack your freaking bags. I said that yesterday, and somebody got kind of nervous about like understanding, where the market is going to be going. I said in the morning show, we were talking about being ready, packing your bags, accumulating what you need, because once the train leaves the station, it's goodbye. And I would venture to say that the train has not left the station. Maybe it just kind of like had to reposition itself a little bit. But I don't believe that this is the end all be all. I don't think that you missed it. I feel like we're going to come back down, take one more little dive, and then we'll go up. Call it a feeling. Call it a hope. Call it the hopium. Yeah, Mr. Mayo, I got a face, bro. It is not hidden behind a woolly mammoth beard anymore. All right, here we go. Here is the next article. This is our Ethereum article for the day. Ethereum developers confirm the plan to split the Pectra upgrade into two. It was not unexpected. They knew it. They discussed it. Okay, I don't even know what Pectra is, to be honest with you. So in full disclosure, I was asked this morning if I actually did cut my Ethereum bag loose after I tweeted about doing that after the Vitalik song thing that he did on stage the other day. No, I'm not out completely of Ethereum, but I don't really use it for much anymore. Like I participate a lot in the Solana ecosystem, participate a lot in the Base ecosystem. What else? I mean, and just, like there are things that I'll use Uniswap for, but for the most part, it is what it is. We're just, we are where we are at this point in time in our crypto journeys. And I'm sure, some people will find their way back depending on how things go. But, at the end of the day, everybody's journey is different and everybody's on their own journey, right? For different reasons is basically what I mean there. So. Oh, that's a great idea. Told you so shirt. That's funny. Told you so. Hey, I told you so. Jet and Joker. Yo, what's up, man? Always watch NWF guys separately. First time on your live. Hey, brother, I appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We got about 155 people watching. Go ahead and smash the like if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that heart if you are watching on X. In a few minutes, I'll show you the tutorial on how to do that. Appreciate you guys being here. Much love. Much love. All right. The Ethereum developers agreed on Thursday to split their upcoming hard fork Petra into two packages in a move to make the massive upgrade less unwieldy and reduce the risk of missteps or bugs. Again, this was not unexpected. Pectra was on track to be Ethereum's biggest hard fork to date. A hard fork is a technical term for when a blockchain splits from its original and is the method by Ethereum to implement major software upgrades. Now, developers will be able to focus on a much narrower scope, yada, yada, yada. The core developers decided that 8 Ethereum improvement protocols will be included in the first package. EIP 7702, aimed at improving the user experience of wallets. Okay, that was Vitalik's 22-minute scribble. The second package is up to be changed over the next few months, but now could include proposals to aim to make changes to the Ethereum virtual machine. Okay. There seems to be agreements to split current Pectra somehow, said Ethereum founder researcher Alex Stokes, who led the call. And then downstream, we can figure out what comes next. That's always smart. I hear that. I hear everyone that it can be tricky to not want to put new things in. I would lean towards, again, keeping the scope very small, just because then that's going to maximize our chances of actually shipping the second fork very quickly with respect to the first one, he added. Okay, well, to be honest with you, it doesn't really sound promising. I could be wrong. It could be absolutely terribly wrong. Will Modern Canadian love that comment over on YouTube? Geez, will ETH ever be complete? The answer is no, and that's one of the problems, right? Like that was why you saw things like Cardano, right? When Charles left ETH and when they all split off, right? They all created their own thing for the most part, and it was never what it was intended to be, and there was a lot of missing things. And at that point, now we could find things were faster, things were cheaper, things were smoother, all that kind of stuff, or on chain, whatever. And now it's the point that it's just I don't know. It's not in my crypto journey, is what I'll say at this point. Is that do I have some ERC20 tokens? Absolutely, 100%. Is that what I focus on? Nope. Do I have ETH NFTs? Definitely. A couple somewhere. I have other chain NFTs as well. That is not something that is on my mind at this particular moment, right? That doesn't really play into the whole thing. Right now, I go where the activity is, and I've got bags that whether they are Ethereum compatible or whatever, at the end of the day, ETH itself, Ethereum itself, is not something that that I feel like you need to have in your bag. Like at some point, like it's going to be the enterprise level solution, but we're not there right now. And so the opportunity, if you look at gas and Gwei and all that shit, is like way down. Which is a great thing, right? But it also explains that it's not as there's not as much activity on the network as there are others. And again, whether it's opportunists or you're just trying to find those ways to maximize your profit in this bull run, that's just the whole thing to me. So I hate ETH. Only hold for gas fees, which I have not touched in a long time. I'm not the only one, and I'm not saying that I hate it, but I hold ETH for gas purposes, because there is nothing worse. And how many times have you been stuck in a wallet with something that you want to swap, but you got no ETH in it, and you're like, come on, now I got to figure out where to get some ETH, bring it on over, bring it out, scoop it, get it out, yada yada yada. You know the drill. Speaking of the drill, you know the drill. Hit the likes. Here's our XRP story of the day. XRP scores a Robinhood listing in Europe after the Grayscale launch. Is this the catalyst to send it above $1? Golly. That is not going to be the only catalyst that sends it above $1. This thing is here to stay. Now, I know we're going to look at another article, and it's really funny. As I was reading it earlier before the show, it kind of seemed like, really interesting. Like, I feel like this is a slimy way to compete with XRP. We'll get to that one in a little bit. You're going to want to stick around to make sure that you hear about that article. We'll have some fun with that one. All right, so XRP, being one of the most widely used crypto payment methods, will now expand its services to new audiences in Europa. The cryptocurrency has been listed on the European version of Robinhood. There we go. When does it go live? Is it live already? Known for commission-free trading services. Okay, we don't care. Relisting XRP is a huge win for the community. Combine that with the Bitstamp acquisition and Grayscale's new XRP Trust. This is just the beginning, an XRP community member stated. There we go. XRP ETF. We know that is the writing's on the wall there too, ladies and gentlemen. And so XRP, if you don't have your bag of XRP, make sure you do your own research. Take a look at, see if you can, participate in some of the exchanges that you're on if they've got it. Go do some research, see if you can figure out where to get it. I'm not saying that you have to get it. Just do your research, right? And then maybe one day you'll be like, you know what? These guys are right. Pulling the trigger. I got a moon bag of this shitty meme coin. Get a moon bag of XRP. And you can't be out of principle, because a lot of people have flipped their stance on that. Let's see. XRP maybe showing promising signs of recovery. 7.5% rally over the past week. Everything's up big time right now. European investors began using XRP Robinhood to trade XRP. The increase in demand for the crypto could potentially be a catalyst for price increase above $1. Wouldn't everybody love that? $1 XRP. Come on, baby. Here's the next article that I was telling you about. It kind of seems like this is one of those slimy articles. JP Morgan, the central banks join the Bank of International Settlements blockchain project. JP Morgan, Visa, central banks from Japan and the US have thrown their support behind a sophisticated cross-border payment project that was initiated by the Abyss. Project Agora aims to improve the efficiency of cross-border payments by making them faster and more transparent. Is this the I'm going to take my ball and go home? Is this, I don't have any control of XRP, so I'm going to take my ball and go home, JP Morgan. The public-private collaboration could potentially reshape the existing financial market infrastructure with the help of a unified ledger. Notably, the BIS wants to go beyond proof of concept with Agora, aiming to create a blueprint for model finance. God, a hair fell out of my hair and onto my face there. For modern financial market infrastructure. Apologies. Anything other important in here? Looks like that's it. Alex, we got a bunch of Alex articles today. He's writing them all. Cruising on through the articles here. This one was a big one when I read this. You always love, you guys know that I love when I see a big household name in an article. You know that we're going to be looking at it during the afternoon show. And today is no different. We are talking about Puma partnering with a Web3 mobile game. Now, what have I been saying about mobile gaming, right? I'm a firm believer that mobile gaming is going to be one of the largest drivers of mass adoption on the retail scale. Now, gaming in general will, yes, and I understand that there's a big debate here, and we should definitely do this on a Wednesday. I saw a comment this morning about, we were talking about a little bit about gaming, and someone said, mobile gamers are not gamers, right? That's not a thing. Like, you can't be called a gamer if you just game on your phone. I would probably argue that you could be considered a gamer if you played on your phone, but at the end of the day, that's a conversation that we are going to have one day on the Web3 Breakfast, which if you guys have not joined, you should. It's a lot of fun. We have a great time. The community is absolutely amazing. We do it from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, that is. And Mondays, we do a partnership with the Crypto Mag. So it's the Monday morning crypto market updates with Web3 Breakfast, powered by Crypto Mag. And I'm the voice behind the Crypto Mag account. And then Mr. Dude is the voice behind the Web3 Breakfast account. And then Tuesday through Friday, we switch it on up and bring it over back to Web3 Breakfast being the host. And then everybody does their normal stuff. And we have such a great time. We got NF Tuesday. We got Web3 Gaming Wednesday. We got Bitcoin Thursday. Had a great conversation today. And then tomorrow, as you can see, pizza's my thing. Pizza Party Fridays. Every Friday, we'll take your pizza order at the end of the show. So if you feel like you want to be a part of the conversation tomorrow, all you got to do is raise your hand, and then we'll bring you on up to the stage. And then at the end of the show, if you're still there, we'll take your pizza order. It's a lot of fun. So join us in the morning sometime. Oh, also, we give away a lot of Gotti. We give away money every single day, at least $200. If we get 1,000 people in the space, we're going to start doubling the giveaways every day. So potentially $400 during the week, or $1,000 on Fridays, because we give away $500 on Fridays. And there's something else. Oh, I think he's going to start double burning some tokens too. So as you know, Gotti's super deflationary. I mean, this is a token inferno happening. So every day we give away tokens on the show, there is an equal burn, but we're going to step that up. And I think there's a double burn happening for the next week or the rest of the month, something like that. Maybe just the rest of the week. Not sure. Rest of the month. Anyway, well, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to figure that out. So that's 9 a.m. Eastern. So appreciate you guys being there. Appreciate you being here for the Jay Chains Crypto Show. I am your host, Jay Chains. Appreciate you. All right, let's see here. What video is cringy gross? I got to find it. Puma partners with Web3 mobile game and pivotal moment for mainstream adoption. Let's see. What is the game about? Puma, the global sports brand giant, continues its journey into blockchain with its latest partnership in Web3 gaming. Uh, uh, un, is that a J? UnkGD. Uncaged. Through the partnership with Puma, Uncaged hopes to unlock more player experiences, according to Tal Friedman, the CEO of the company. He says Puma's involvement lends significant credibility and visibility to the space, accelerating its acceptance. When established brands like Puma embrace Web3, it signals a shift in the perception of blockchain technology from niche to mainstream. It's happening, right? We talk about really the mainstream accepting crypto and blockchain, mass adoption, however you want to say it, right? It's going to have to come in several approaches, and we're seeing them all happen right before our very eyes. It is just absolutely amazing. And if you've been in the space for a number of years, you are probably cognizant of this, and you can see it happening. And if it's you're new, then welcome to the show. This is absolutely crypto and Web3 and blockchain. It's the fourth industrial revolution. It's part of it's going to be the largest transformation of wealth in the history of humankind. You chose well, and if you came here, if you're just like new to crypto and you came here, I tell you what, man, you are a smart person. So welcome to crypto. This is going to change your life. Just pay attention, go slow, double check your addresses. Just do the things and don't trust anybody. The partnership will introduce new Puma-based characters with skins and game-changing skills to give you some unbridled access. Integrating with Web3 gaming environments is an ongoing priority. Ooh, here's another quote. Gaming continues to be a key part of our all-encompassing culture as we enjoy interacting with our audience and engaging interactive digital spaces. As a brand with deep roots in both gaming and soccer, this partnership was a no-brainer, was as such a natural fit for us to ingrain ourselves with Uncaged Soccer. I hope that's Uncaged. I feel like that's what it is. It feels like that's when you spell it out the way that I did, that's how I got Uncaged. UNKGD. Caged. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. If you guys know in the chat, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, Change. Check this vid out. Show us it's not graphic or sensitive. What vid? Which vid? Oh, I don't know if I can. So yeah, I don't know if I can. Well, maybe I can. You know what? I can probably do it if I go into the chat. Give me 1 second. I got to get a little closer so I can see that. Where is that? Here it is. All right. Hold up. All right, here we go. And even if it was like somewhat offensive, I don't care. You guys, we can have fun. All right, let me pull this down to make sure I got the right size for the screen here. Let's share this. We'll go to, where is this Vitalik video at? Ay. Where did this thing go? It disappeared on me. Here it is. Mhm. They're like flippers. What the fuck is he, like a seal? Y'all are wild. Oop. That's freaking hilarious. Y'all are funny. Oh, you couldn't even hear that? The song, anyway, it was about him clapping. The song was Vitalik's clapping, clapping. Man, that was pretty funny. Thanks for sending me that. Why wasn't the sound working? Oh, you know why? Because we had probably the site muted from earlier today when the fights and all that stuff were still going on. Anyway, what a morning, huh? If you guys yesterday we streamed the Karate Combat IFC fights. That was wild. Shout out to all the fighters that got in the pit. Congratulations to Jenna X. Congratulations to Shiny D. Congratulations to Aaron, a blonde broker. Wow, was that what an epic fight. Holy smokes. We were in here. It was AJ, myself, Whitney, and Jada. We were hanging out here having a watch party. All of our hearts were racing. We were screaming at the TV. Man, I tell you what, it was such a fun event. And then this morning, right as we were getting the morning show started, was the CFN, the Crypto Fight Nights. They were in Singapore as well today. So that was pretty cool. Got to see my guy Keith Berry, the KO Kid, add another KO to the list. Boom, knocked out the muffin, man. That guy didn't want the smoke. I'm telling you what, it was pretty funny. Let's just talk about this for a second. Was yesterday the weigh-ins, or was it 2 days ago? I think 2 days ago were the weigh-ins. And the video was just so funny. The guy looked like he was scared of Keith. He just looked nervous at the weigh-ins. And then he looked like he was all right, like at the start of the fight, you know, the walking in, the entrance, the face-off right there with the ref doing the rules. And then they started the fight. He looked like he had a little bit of aggression in the beginning there. And then Keith went on a little bit of a flurry in that first round there. And he hit him one time real good. And in that moment, you could see on his face, that was when his mind changed, that he did not want to be in that ring anymore with Keith Berry. And ultimately, he stuck it out. So shout out to him for sticking it out. But he ended up getting KO'd. And then my guy Grimace, two of my buddies taking home dubs today for CFN. Grimace taking home another one. That was great. So I think Grimace is 4-0 in Crypto Fight Night. So shout out to him, man. That was cool to see. And then obviously, hopefully you guys saw that Bit Boy, my guy Ben Armstrong, Bit Boy, is going to be fighting Ansem. Did you guys see him stand up face off? Ansem is like a foot taller than Ben, which is nuts. But I still think Ben is going to knock him out. We're going to have to train him how to uppercut, right? Because those punches to the face like that is not really going to be, I don't think that, body shots he's probably going to give him one body shot and knock the fucking wind out of him, to be honest with you. I don't think that it's going to be. Now Sandra's calling me a Chad. Golly, show's over. You guys go home. Yeah. Just kidding. Thanks, Sandra. Thanks, everybody. Shout out to everybody watching the show. We got almost 200 people watching it. Go ahead, smash the like, hit the heart, do all the things. We're going to get back into our articles, and then we think we've got just a few more left, and then we'll get to some numbers. This one right here, we're not going to read too much about this. I don't really care, but we're just going to make fun of the SEC. Ooh, I got to share the thing again. Present screen. All right, there we go. Let's do. This is the one that we like, right? Yes. No. There we go. All right. My bad, y'all. All right. So this article, the SEC requests more time to produce documents in the Coinbase case. They're looking for an extension to February 2025. Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, all facing SEC lawsuits. It's supposed to be October 18th, but they're waiting. They'd like to get until February. I really hope that the court says no. I hope that the court says, you know what, SEC, here's the deal. Here's the problem. You've been going after all these companies, and you've been taking L after L after L. And enough is enough. You guys no longer have any authority in this matter. We give it up to was it the FTC? Is that something that some people were thinking about? Who knows? I think that, we can't just let the SEC just keep stomping on our industry when they don't know shit about shit. They're enforcing the wrong things. Their rules are over 100 years old. Like, enough is enough. Someone just needs to tell the court, like, hey, listen, just tell them no, get your shit done. You have until October, right? You're going to lose the case anyway. Why prolong the inevitable? Don't fuck up the bull run, you bozos. That's how I feel about it. What do you guys think in the chat? I'm going to also got to look over at the poll here. Our poll, should I keep shaving the beard as long as the crypto pumps? No, not at all. You guys have agreed. It's like 57-43. The people have spoken. The beard's coming back. Don't worry. I just, this whole thing with the SEC, I hope that, the SEC gets abolished. I hope the IRS gets abolished. I hope they just shut these agencies down for just being trash and just being hindrances of growth in American society. Beyond Louisiana, if you guys saw that recently, Louisiana is now accepting Bitcoin as payments to like city services and stuff. Louisiana became the first U.S. state to accept Bitcoin and stablecoin payments for state services. Let's see here. While fishing, I wonder if you could buy like your fishing license or your hunting license. Bead Pay to facilitate Bitcoin USDC transactions. Massachusetts and Wyoming probably moving forward with it. By introducing cryptocurrency as payment option, we're not just innovating, we're providing our citizens more flexibility and freedom. That was the state treasurer, John Fleming. He emphasized the importance of modernizing government operations. That's smart. I mean, absolutely. Why is it like the states on a state level are being smarter than the federal government? Like, that's just idiotic. Well, we know it's changing. We know the narrative's changing. I probably said a little something out of turn there. But we know that the narrative is changing. We know the tides are switching over to our side. You need to grow a mustache till the end of the month. I can do that. I'll at least do the mustache. I'm gonna grow the beard back. I feel like I got a naked face. You guys are seeing my naked face. Need to put some clothes on. Little face. Can someone crochet me a beard? It's funny. I used to be in this beard gang group. It was like a group of beard people called the Bearded Villains, right? And there was a lot of beard competitions we'd go to, and there were the women that would want to participate in it. They would have crocheted beards, and they were called the Whiskerinas. The Whiskerinas, very cool. Where were we here? Cynthia Loomis says something spooky. Are we still on this? I gotta see. Nope. I gotta go out of full screen. There you go. Spooky extreme MAGA Republican looking to address agency overreach in an esoteric accounting bulletin with bipartisan majorities in both House and Senate. Wait till they hear about the Bitcoin strategic reserve. That was Cynthia Loomis commenting on an Ellie Tourette post. What did she say here? What did Ellie say? Load, load, load. Load, you son of a gun. Something went wrong. There you go. Scoop. I got a quick look at the memo circulated by Democrat leadership for today's Financial Committee hearing, and it's abundantly clear from the framing and the language used just how partisan crypto still is from a Dem leadership perspective. For example, they say that the bipartisan crypto legislation FIT 21 and the proposed rollback of SAB 121 are particularly harmful pieces of legislation and the work of extreme MAGA Republicans. Okay. Here we go. This is our last article of the day. I'm sure you guys are like, thank fucking God. Like, let's get to the numbers. But I thought we got to talk about this. This is fun. In Cowboy news, this one out of the Cowboy State Daily, I assume out of Wyoming. Former Chinese crypto mine near Cheyenne Air Force Base has new American owner. A Chinese-owned crypto mining operation. Where was it? Near the F.E. Warren Aircraft Base. Let's see. It's now on a new all-American owner. USA, USA, USA. You feel me, brothers and sisters? The Chinese-owned cryptocurrency mine that's set up a mile from F.E. Warren Base has a new owner, and this time it is a 100% domestic company with no foreign operations. CleanSpark. There it is. They acquired the Mine One facility on Tuesday. CleanSpark CEO Zach Bradford was also present at the State Select Committee on Blockchain's committee meeting to talk about the future plans of Wyoming. Was CleanSpark, if you guys are in the chat, anybody that was in Toronto with us, was that who sponsored our outdoor cabana party? If I'm not mistaken, was it them? Or am I way off? No, that was, I can't remember. Someone Someone wasn't using their cabana, so ours was sponsored by someone else. I expect we'll have close to 40 jobs, Bradford said. What we do differently compared to maybe some of the prior operators is we generally staff 3 shifts. So we'll have employees on site monitoring the servers 24 hours a day, 365. No holidays, taking no holidays off. Bitcoin does not take holidays, and neither are you. All right, let's look at this. Our fear and greed index, as you guys know, love going over to coin stats. It's usually way juicy. It's very dramatic. The drama ensues. However, today the script is flipped. A 49 is what we're showing on coin stats. And if you pop on over to coin market cap, it's showing a 44. So it's actually lower on coin market cap today, which is not typical. Not a very typical thing. Goat. Okay, goat. Thank you. And then what about the one of the other sponsors? So then it was our talk that we got to do on stage because that was one of the sponsors. They didn't show up for their time on stage. So myself, Mr. Dude, and Modern Canadian, we got to spend the 20 minutes talking about crypto in general, right? We just let the conversation. It started, I believe, with profit taking, and it went on as conversations normally do in a very fun way. Oh dear, it's getting funky in here now. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Where are we at as far as crypto prices go? Bitcoin, as you guys know, the whole market's on a rip, almost 5%, 4.75%, so 4.75%. Volume up 26% today. Love that. We are at $2.19 trillion. Not too long ago, we were just at 2 trillion. So we've added, 10% to the market in the last little bit. Bitcoin sitting at 63.1. You got ETH at 24.6. It's nice to be seeing that thing back up over 25, maybe even $3,000 soon. I'm still cautiously optimistic of this pump. As you know, we're trying to build a 5K portfolio. We got 3K on the sideline still. We haven't allocated. We should have done it before the pump, but it didn't happen because we were being methodical, not thinking that this was going to happen. Now, my philosophy, my theory, excuse me. My theory is that it's Thursday today. Thursdays are wonderful days. Fridays, as you know, were pizza day. My goodness, I love pizza day so much. I love pizza so much. I've got not only a neon sign, but I've got a tattoo of a piece of pizza. So with that being said, I am cautiously optimistic that as the markets tend to do on the weekend, we might see a little bit of a dipski, right? Monday mornings can go one way or the other, and I think the narrative usually is determined by the weekend. But the whole idea of this is very pumpy. This is one of those rules, when you respect the pump, I put on the thumb today, respect the pump. There's several things that you need to do in order to respect the pump, right? 3 of them, and they really kind of like, it's like on 3 different levels, right? Like, so like if you're a trader, like you respect the pump, like you don't chase a green candle, like that's insane. Like you know better. There always are another opportunity, right? Like things always come back. There are some times where things just go boom, 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 continue to go up, but few and far between, right? And I know that we're very close to that happening. However, I am fully expecting to see a little bit of a breather and then boom, right? So that's my plan. When I say boom, I mean strike like a snake, even though I hate snakes. I was trying to say like a python, but I don't know if pythons strike. Just at that point, whoosh, get in, get the bag, and get out and wait for the thing to rip. Because at the end of the day, ultimately, and this is just being, having a better ROI because this is something I'm doing publicly. Obviously, I've got a lot of other bags, or I've got other whatever that don't weigh into this 5K portfolio that we're doing, but I'm trying to make it so we can maximize our profits. So like, I don't want to buy the pump, have this thing come down, and now we're underwater for maybe a few weeks. Like that's counterintuitive. So I'm waiting to see what happens. And again, if we miss a couple cents, we miss a couple cents. It's no big deal. Like again, there are more opportunities, and say maybe what we'll end up doing is throwing some into FEMAX and doing leverage trading with it. And then it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes up $5,000 in a couple days, because we can always just take advantage of the next pump ski. Cologne pheromones. I'm into that. Vintage colognes. That's what it is. We're doing vintage colognes. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our we got any losers? Big gainers of the day. Popcat 27%, 34 on the week. You got size 18% on the day, 11% on the week. Dog whiff. Anything else? Ooh, I'd like to see the Brett up 14% on the day. Any losers? Do we got any losers? They're all stable coins. All right, nothing down. What about on the week? Any opportunities still to be had? Well, you got Nervous Network, almost 100% on the week. Holy smolies. What's down? KuCoin token. I will never buy another KuCoin token. That used to be the People's Exchange. They failed. They failed us all. Helium Maker, ICP. ICP is actually one that we want on the portfolio. It touched our zone that we were waiting for, but it touched it so fast that we were looking to see if it was going to continue to go down. But it is now on the higher side of it, so we'll probably hold off a little bit on that. All right, that's those coins. Let's hop on over to, as you guys know, I love looking at DEX tools. DEX tools is one of my favorite things because that's where we get to look at some of our favorite memes or lower market coins, stuff like that. I told you about the morning show. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you do all the things. We do a lot of giveaways of this coin, Gotti. Super rare, on track to be 600 times more rare than Bitcoin. Again, we do giveaways and subsequent burns of the equal amount every single day of the token. I don't. The project does. MKid is just an amazing guy. He's hanging out with us in the space every day. So shout out to the Gotti community, to the team, MKid, everybody. Make sure you guys do your research on that. That's on Solana. Again, on their way to being 600 times more rare than Bitcoin. Had an explosive beginning, and obviously a lot of sell-off from a lot of people who got some free coins, but that's the way that the game works sometimes. So that exposure rate is going down. At some point, there will be a supply shock, and can't help but hold a moon bag, right? All right, next we'd love to see Trend Coin, our buddies Trend at 5.5% up on the day. Good to see. This is one that definitely had a little bit of a fall from grace. Marketing's fallen off, but still active in some way, shape, or form. Looking forward to some more activity. So we'll see how this thing comes in the future. So good to see them all green though. Brett Gold on Sol. Love to see this thing 24% up today. This thing's had some chop recently over the last several months. This is a community takeover, and I told you, Brett Gold, CTO, Keith Berry, the guy who won the Crypto Fight Night boxing match, told you about him and Doodlegenics. They are community takeover on this project, so give that one a look. We've got a couple other. We got Pussy Monster up 5.5% today, looking good. Love to see the green for when we click into it. And then our fam at Squid Grow sitting at about 2.5 cents, as they say. This thing had a merge migration. It went from being multi-chain on BNB and ETH just to ETH. Had a huge pump before the migration happened, and then obviously, I think people were expecting something else, and so the attention span of crypto. Am I right? The attention span. So that, Squid Grow, massive future. You can, I think if you signed up for early access, you've got access to that now. So check if you did that. I do. So I've got to get in there and I want to play around with that. So definitely we'll be, hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to the Squid Grow team. We'll talk about Silent Swap and do all that stuff pretty soon. All righty. Let's hop on over to TradingView, and we are going to take a look if there is anything on our list. Now, remember, we started with 10 coins. We've added a few here and there. The whole idea is we were taking 5K in stablecoin, and we're going to create a portfolio. And we're going to keep an additional $1,000 of stablecoin on the side to take care of dips and stuff after we get this portfolio. The whole idea is it is going to be our Pumptober, our Uptober portfolio. All right, we're setting this thing specifically for October, so we've got a little bit of time. That's why we're being patient, right? If it does continue to pump and we lose a couple bucks on a trade because our entry point is not where we exactly wanted it, unfortunately, it is what it is, but we're going to play by some rules. I'm going to do things a little differently than I normally have, right? Like I have always been go big or go home. You're a zero or a hero kind of thing. I've been learning from AJ some modifications to my trading strategy. And so like I can still ride a motorcycle really fast and be a smart trader, right? I can still be an adrenaline junkie and be patient with my trading so that I can maximize my profits and not get 5 times liquidated in one day because I'm revenge trading because I made a mistake. Okay. These are all things we're trying to do. And so one of the things that I learned was we have got to start reacting to the market, not guessing, right? And you can see the conditions and you can be well versed and you can understand and read the chart. But if you're still guessing, you're still guessing, right? So now what we're doing is we're setting up our charts, we're looking at our lines, we're setting alerts so that we can make reactions to the things that we have already determined could potentially be happening. No, I'm not. I'm not buying algo. That's not one of my coins. Sorry to drink on the mic. Algos, I have some. I have the Pair wallet. I have some algo, but that's not one of my projects that I'm in. No shade, no shame. Everybody's got their projects that they're in and their projects that they're not in. I just don't happen to have any interest in, going full scale into the algo ecosystem. Doesn't mean that that's that it's not going to be successful. I think that's going to be a great project, and a lot of people are having a good time with it. It's not for me. Here is Bitcoin, as you can see. Whoa, did we like pass the trend line here for Bitcoin? Dang, we did. That was a rough one, but signaling breakouts, baby. Let's go. So we still have to add $1,000 of Bitcoin. That is one of the coins that we're going to add. So as of right now, we've got Jasmy and we've got the graph. So we've got $1,000 of each of those. Both of them are up pretty good at the moment. And so that we still got technically 4,000 in stable coin. 3 we're going to allocate, as time goes on and as we build that portfolio, as long as it is locked in by October 1st. Remember, this is our Pumptober. October. I want to take a look at the Google trend searches and see the last time I looked, October had far more searches than Pumptober. So I like Pumptober, but whatever. All right. So that is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Fetch or ASI, the Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance. This one right here, we have obviously, when we first, I believe, what are we on? The 4-hour chart? Yeah. So these yellow lines are all about the time where we started tracking these. And so as you can see, this thing has definitely done some numbers since then. So that's put up some pretty good numbers. As you can see right here, this is the graph. This is one that we've got. It did a breakout from the trend line, and then all of a sudden it came back down towards kind of where we were tracking, and it hit that support and then rocket shit it back up. So it was great to see that one. Glad that we got in before that thing rocket shipped up to the top. ICP is one we're waiting on. We are definitely going to want to put this one in the portfolio. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here so we can see where we're looking at. See, this is where I told you, this is one that it came down. So these were the 2 support layers that we were looking at. And as you can see, like even way back here, we drew the circle. Like we really want to get this one in here. And it did, right? It touched it and it touched it fast. And we're like, damn, that I bet it's going to come down here. And as you can see, it hit this line right here and then just came straight up. And so again, the moves were so violent up today and when these moves started happening that I am a firm believer. And you can see like they're retracing from, the highs from the earlier point today. So, continue to watch these, be on the lookout, get your entries that you want for the projects that you're trying to load your bags up. We've got Injective has still not touched the trend line. So that's a good one. That one, potentially could be reaching a breakout. It could also hit that trend line, get rejected, and come back down. So hang on to that one. That was one that we were holding off. We didn't have any plans to allocate to it at this particular moment. If we see this thing get rejected and come back down to its support, down at the bottom there at 17 and maybe even lower, absolutely we'll scoop some of that up. Jasmy, as you know, we got some of that in the bag, so we're looking all right there. The next one, Caspa, I've had people tell me to keep tracking this one. So as you can see, this one's ranging. It's still got that upward, the upward trajectory as far as what it's got going on, but has kind of stalled out itself. But I think performed a little bit better than some of the other coins in the last several days and weeks. So we'll see what Caspa's. We'll keep tracking it. Doesn't have a pump like this one. Near Protocol, which we got in this one, was back in our zone. However, we will continue to wait and be patient because that's the name of the game, right? Patience. Patience is going to win the game here. And even if it's not as low as our entry point that we could have got a couple days ago, but still comes back down and maybe challenges the trend line again, or if it's just a complete breakout, we'll see. But or its former trend line is what I should have said. Excuse me. It is a complete breakout. Here is what we were looking at with Pith. Haven't really looked at this one in a couple days. This thing got out of zone real quick. I am definitely looking forward to adding Pith. This is one that we wanted to put at least 1,000. It potentially could have been the $2,000 allocation into the portfolio, but at the end of the day, we ended up not making it. Oh my god, I'm not even sharing my chart with you guys. There we go. Now you can see it at the end here. Anyway, so Pith, this one got out of our. I didn't mean to do that. This one got out of our buy zone pretty fast the other day, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. We're obviously looking at these every day. Render's another one that this one. I tell you what, man, I fucked up on this one. I fucked up hard because this is the one that I knew that I wanted to get some of. And as you can see, this was a double layer support zone that we drew. It plunged through the first one, touched the second one. Why I never fucking picked it up. And I know that I got onto my phone to pick up some render and then just never, I think I got distracted, whatever ended up happening. But that drives me crazy that that one I missed by just, screwing the pooch on it, as they say. Solana, man, I like to see this one ripping. We'll see where Solana goes. I'm excited for like $1,000 Solana this bull run, maybe even $1,500. We'll see. Keep an eye on that. Build your positions if you don't have it. I have a lot of the Solana. Most of the Solana I have right now is in coins on the ecosystem, which eventually, will get brought back to Solana. In some cases, some of the other coins that I've got Solana, like my Gotti, I'm going to hold some of my Gotti forever. Like there's no point to sell that because I believe in what we're doing there, and I believe what MKid is doing with the burns and rewarding the community and all that stuff. And so, I mean, if you have a little moon bag of it, like why the fuck not? Of anything, right? And not just of that specifically. Generally speaking, like if you've got your bag of your community that you're a part of, and you love the people, and they participate in what you do in this ecosystem, and you want to support them, and they support you, like that's all part of it. Have a little moon bag of that stuff. That's not. You don't have to allocate your entire portfolio to it. That's not what I mean. Sui, we missed Sui. I think a lot of people miss Sui. This thing is just not chill. It has no chill at all. Zero chill. Zero chill. Ooh, what's there some of these other picks? I do like Wilder World, Sidus, Ronin, IMX, Super, Beam, Prime. Echelon Prime is a good pick. Beam, I've got a bag of that I am just hanging on to for that's my moon run bull run moon bag. Super, is that Super Oracles? No, Super. What's Super? IMX, definitely a big believer of that in the gaming ecosystem. That might be a couple of years to come to fruition, but that's going to be a huge one. So hang on to your IMX bags. Ronin's a good pick. Sidus, all right. Wilder World, that was a good one from back in the day. I remember talking to the team back in the Meta Money days with Wilder World. Let's see. There is 2 more coins on our list to look at. VeChain still in the triangle of love, if you will. This is a decent opportunity. So has not made its like real strong move up towards that support line or the trend line yet. So we'll see, if it's going to blow past it. Or if we get rejected and come back down. If it does get rejected and come back down, we may end up. Now I've got VeChain for life, right? VFam for life, all that stuff in another bag. But I may end up throwing some in here. One because of the RWA narrative. One because of the MMA narrative. One just because it's VeChain, man. Like they're massive. I'm going to be cutting some videos on the regular, right? We're going to be doing more and more of that. I shot 3 today. I believe it was Ondo, Sui, and VeChain, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was a different one. But the whole point is, I got those videos coming out pretty soon. So, let me know if you guys want to keep seeing that kind of stuff. But the whole point is just to do some fun little information about it. Look at the chart, what I'm looking at, and kind of the setups and what they mean right now. So, at the end of the day, We're all here to try to make some money and maximize our time and have a good time doing it. So I appreciate you being here. We got almost 300 people watching the show. Thank you so much. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you smash the like. If you are watching on X, make sure you hit the heart. It's real easy. Just turn your phone sideways and then boom, hit the heart and you get back to it. But I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today. Today is Thursday. It is dollar margarita night. So I am going to head on out of here, skedaddle, go meet the fam, go grab a margarita and maybe a burrito. I don't know. And then get home and get back to work and look at these charts, man, because the opportunities, they don't sleep. This is the time where you got to be putting in the work. You got to be burning the candle at both ends, because if you do, you will be massively rewarded. I promise you that. All right. I think that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and evening and slumber. And I will see you at the breakfast table tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. There is no 4 p.m. show tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, Pizza Friday. But I will be back at 9 a.m. Eastern with Mr. Dude and the rest of the Web3 Breakfast crew. As you know, got them drips, baby. Adios, amigos.